My name is Elizabeth Harry Sanka, and I'm the owner of Mobile Barber Co. I was always involved in many outreach programs. I had this idea of giving back, not ways such as food and clothing, but I wanted to give back in a different way. We wanted to create a minibus salon that goes into the heart of communities and offer this service at no cost to the community. When we go to the salon and when we step out of there, we feel confident about ourselves. So that is what I wanted to give the underprivileged community. The Mobile Barber was birthed in 2019, but it was really financially challenging to run this great operation. I was introduced to the operations leader in McDonald's, and I shared my vision with him.
Over the past 2 to 3 years, the country has been through many trials and tribulations, and that had brought in a heightened sense of awareness around us as McDonald's South Africa to elevate the platforms that we are doing in the communities. Together Mzansi is not a campaign. It's our DNA as McDonald's. It's a rallying call for everyone in South Africa to come together and use McDonald's as a conduit to do good.
We partnered with McDonald's, and from there on, we have 5 barbers. We have 2 vans at the moment.
She's taken this mobile barber around different communities and giving free haircuts to kids on the street, in orphanage homes, in old age homes, helping elderly people have an haircut and raise their level of dignity.
They make us feel special. They make us feel human. They're always friendly. They're always encouraging us. They're chatting with everybody. So, yeah, something to look forward to.
I'm so blessed and grateful because this was a passion of mine. And to see this being fulfilled, it really brings joy to me. And to see the smile on people's faces, after they receive this haircut, that's what gives me the joy.
I'm looking younger. You're looking young.
So we select some very impactful causes that we can rally around. Together Mzansi has now given us a platform to expand our reach across South Africa through the citizens of South Africa. We're using our scale of over 300 restaurants to touch all the communities that we can. For example, we've partnered with our value chain to come on board with us and supply these vegetable seeds that help independent communities and schools come together to build their own vegetable garden and be self-sustaining.
I'm teaching accounting and economic management sciences. I got involved in gardening because I saw an opportunity for our learners, especially the entrepreneur part. Because we teach entrepreneur in grade 8, 9, but they just learn it and they don't practice. In the past, here at school, they had a garden. I saw that it needs to be revived, but we must engage the learners. McDonald's help in buying seeds, having modernized beds. As you can see, this is top of the range. We learn about processes like of planting a seed, turn it into a seedling, take it out from the tray, plant it onto the ground.
What I love about gardening is I can take my time busy on gardening and then I can know more of teaching myself about gardening.
The harvest, for now, we took them to the old age home here in Tawaza. They were happy to say they're gonna eat something that is at least their favorite.
I love the point where we are watering and where we are now putting in the seed after digging the soil.
I like cabbage. I like cooking it.
My dream is to have learners who will be self-sufficient in the future, who will know that despite being unemployed, as long as you've got a land next to you, you can utilize that. And that can also turn into your income.
As McDonald's franchisees, we're always innovating in our McDonald's restaurants. And a lot of what we have had to do in the last few years has been around digital. So a lot of digital transformation. You can order on self-ordering kiosks, which, in the restaurants. But we realize that a lot of the communities we serve, a lot of these kids that go to school, unfortunately, do not have access to a computer. And we felt this is something that we could address and impact by virtue of us also servicing these communities as our customers, but also those communities are employed by us as well. We want to have classes that we can go to one school and maybe 2 schools in a day. So the bus is set up like a classroom. About 32 laptops get set up. The moderator facilitates from the front of the bus.
I created this computer basic course that will cater for different age groups. We are currently teaching basic computer skills to grade 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
We engaged the Department of Education. We engaged CETA, identified the school by Department of Education, which is Sekosile Primary in Inanda. And for the last year, we've been at that school running the course.
I love actually developing young ones. There's quite more that we teach in this track, not basically the computer skills. We also teach about life skills.
I like to search about information of cars and soccer players. Now I learned how to type, poem, and creating images and designs.
Our intention is to build on the first year, to visit up to 6 schools in the calendar year.
Knowing that I'm doing something that's impacting their lives and giving more skills that will equip them for the future is an achievement, and it also makes me grow as a facilitator, as an individual.
McDonald's philosophy around diversity, equity, and inclusion is to ensure that we give people an equal platform in our organization, particularly targeting individuals that are disabled, to be part of our workforce. And so we recruit through JobAble.
I've been working at McDonald's now. It's been 5 months now. I work at a drive-thru, helping customers with their orders and helping them to download McDonald's app.
I'm the principal of Alternate Toy School for severely intellectually disabled learners. Most of the children cannot read or write. Their emotional level are usually between 3 and 5 years old when they reach the age of 18. One of their biggest challenges is to fit into society. So we start off with the basics, make your bed. We do all these practical skills. They do baking, they do woodwork, they do ancillary health, help with the dishes at home, help in the gardens. So those basics are very important because not all the school leavers have grade 12. We have a problem in our special schools to connect our school leavers with job opportunities. I always get questions from parents, what do my children do after school? So that's how JobAble started. So that's an electronic platform. You upload your profile, the corporate companies upload the jobs available.
I saw a post on a JobAble. Yes, I was nervous for the interview. It wasn't easy, but I was able to do it.
Our first test run was actually with McDonald's job shadowing, and I just took it from there and I said, by all means, let's try it.
I went to the inclusivity training where it helped me understand on how to work with people with disabilities. We need to show them how to work on the stations. Like if they're working with cold drinks, you need to show them and make sure that they do understand. And also showing them how to wipe the tables. You need to understand that they take time to understand things when you're telling them. So you need to be patient with them.
Learners with disabilities, in general, take a bit longer to master something. So what the program entails is that they go to McDonald's, they basically practice for a year what they need to be able to do. And if they get it right after a year, they get appointed. There are now, this year, 26 schools taking part in the Western Cape, Eastern Cape, and Southern Cape in the job shadowing program. So we usually have about 40 learners taking part, and between 8 and 12 appointments that come from that.
Yes, I want to go back again because it's very nice there. It's wonderful working there.
McDonald's are the leaders in this JobAble initiative, and as a result, other companies are also coming on board now
It changed my life because I'm earning money, I'm able to feed my family, I'm not suffering anymore. McDonald's changed my life a lot.
I think what it means to them is they're having self-worth, and is that not what we're all looking for? To be productive members of society and to be accepted.
We've seen South Africans rally together, whatever the need is. This is the spirit of South Africa. We come together in the time of our crisis, and that's the beauty of our country. That's why there's no us without you together in Mzansi.
As Bidvest as a group, we've always had this passion of developing small and medium enterprises and integrating them into our business. But we're very intentional about it, allocating one enterprise to each Bidvest cluster so that we make sure that there's the sustainability thing being built, the guys are being mentored, and the business growth is also being managed.
Corporate South Africa has a massive role in driving economic growth, and I think from an SA perspective it's even more important that we share that load with government. And growth isn't also just working with government, growth is also partnering with smaller businesses. When we decided to start the Supplier Diversity Program, it was very important for us to be clear around what it is that we want to achieve. The KPI of success is that from the point that you come into the program, you exit being what is defined as a large business. And obviously we're watching job creation because we want them to grow, but we want them to create jobs at the same time.
I met Lemo in the diversity program that we ran for businesses. So we started with Lemo in looking at how we can incorporate motorbikes into our business. We had this concept that we wanted to provide innovative cleaning solutions. What else? Motorbikes. Show me somebody in South Africa who's cleaning ATMs with motorbikes. It can only be Bidvest Prestige partnering with Urban Mobility, and it's just been an absolutely amazing journey.
Our relationship with Bidvest Prestige started in 2020, and it was a beautiful coming together of both organizations and also having a bigger player giving a chance to a smaller player. Urban Mobility is a services business. Our services include courier and delivery, bespoke cleaning, and hygiene as well. At the moment, we are cleaning 76 ATMs in and around Pretoria. We use the motorbikes as the primary vehicle for the operation because it's just that much more efficient. The support I've received from the company has been amazing. It's an open door policy, so I'm able to engage with the executives at Prestige, and they've been great help in teaching me as much as possible about business and running a business. The amount of growth that we have experienced over the last 2 years has been tremendous. We started off as 6 employees in the early stages, and we're currently sitting at 22 employees. It has been a great boost because we've been able to inject capital into the business, reinvest our earnings, and grow sort of organically. I've got big dreams in terms of where we want to go as a company. We're aiming to get to 100 employees and just becoming a well-known organization in terms of the soft services space.
For me, upliftment is what I live for. And that's what Bidvest is really about, positive impact on the lives of others. Lemo is quite a smart young man. He's got a brilliant future ahead of him, and we're looking forward to seeing him build an empire actually that provides innovative solutions to clients.
All our businesses have a big focus on training and development, and it's really also around making sure that we build careers.
I joined Bidvest at the age of 18. I started as a sweeper, washing cars, washing the toilets, but I've always said I wanted to achieve better things. If you want to be somewhere in life, you got to have a drive.
So they're going to deliver the full job.
When I'm finished doing whatever I was doing, then I used to offer, where do you want me to help? This is how I've learned You know, the enthusiasm that I had that time, people were shocked. If ever I've been asked to work extra hours, I didn't know the word no. And with the help of the company, the support was there, and they've encouraged me. With our company, it's a policy whereby they develop their staff. They've assisted me a lot because I've been in the University of Pretoria. We've been sent into UNISA, and there's a lot of training going within the company. So the company has been very supportive. I've mentored a lot of people, and they've been absorbed by the company, different divisions. I always say, give the youngsters the opportunity and the knowledge, because these are the people that will take our country forward.
Our purpose and vision from a CSI perspective is meaningful change. So for us, whether it's the social work and the social impact that we want to do, whether it is what we want to achieve within Bidvest from a strategy perspective, if we don't make meaningful change, then there's no point really.
My name is Eli Kupega, a resident of Dagakral. I'm a principal of Etimbili Primary School. Here at school we had a major problem of sanitation. We were using actually the pit toilets here at school. It was so terrible for learners. They nearly leave schooling. I wasn't even sleeping during the night, thinking of the dangers that might happen around the school.
We all know the danger with the pit toilets because it's just a hole in the ground which pollutes the underground water resources. It's shocking because if a kid falls in there, we're talking another thing. We undertook a site visit. We found that Envirolu clear system is an ideal.
Our infrastructure program focused on sanitation in schools. It's a big passion for me personally. We want to eradicate pit toilets in this country. We have had many children in this country who have died. We should not be watching that happen.
We are producing the new generation technology, which is the clear system. You can connect to already existing ablution facilities. You load water once, and then that water just recirculates. Hence, it's called reticulation system. It treats water on site. Now that water, once it's treated, you can feed it back to the ablution facilities so that you can flush again. You're saving money for paying water. Because the system is a non-sewage system, it's a closed loop. We don't need license or permits to put it in because we are not discharging. Ideally, you need to install it with the solar panels so that with the issue of load shedding, it operates off-grid.
The new system didn't take long. It was a period of 1 month and they are done with their work and it's perfect.
The other thing is that it provides dignity.
We benefited a lot as a school. They even supplied toilet papers for us. After that, we saw that our children were so excited. I'm so happy it's clean and it looks good and comfortable for everyone in the school.
I must say that I love my job. It's fulfilling to see the impact of the project that we've run, changing the lives of the people in this community.
If you think about where the unemployment levels are in the country at the moment, our focus on training and skills development has become far more important. And we're always trying to build skill in the business that is really unique. We've got a cadet training program in our drones business in UDS. For me, that's excellent because whether you stay with us or not, you will really be able to bring a different value just because of the way that we're just focused on creating bespoke learning programs.
UDS is a very sophisticated, innovative technology business. They use drones to do surveillance on major infrastructure of the country, and so they play a very important role in protecting large assets of our customers. We're very passionate about youth development. We have about 320 cadet pilots. 90% of those pilots are young black pilots. 14% of those pilots are black female pilots. And so we bring in these youngsters and we really train them from scratch. And so here you have individuals that were unemployed that are certified drone pilots.
This qualification has a huge impact. It has changed so many lives, and it's something that you keep with you forever. Wherever you go, you can still use it. Ananani is one of our cadets, is UDS. We equipped her with all the training that she required. She's been excelling. She works in one of our critical sites. Clients are very happy with her. She's my superstar.
I've always been interested in aviation as a whole. I just knew that whatever I do, I'll end up in aviation one way or another. There are challenges being a female in an industry that is very male-dominated, because I feel like I constantly have to work a bit more harder to prove myself. I feel like I always have to push myself out of my comfort zone. My advice for young girls who want to go into the industry, for me, is it's possible. Like, if I did it, then they can do it as well. Being a drone pilot, for me, it's exciting. It's an achievement that I'm really, really proud of. It's an achievement that's gonna help me make a name for myself, make me open the way and inspire other people to do this as well.
For me, it's amazing to have an opportunity to work for a business where you can actually see the impact that the organization has on society and in the country in which you live.
What I love and I'm really passionate about is empowering people. That fulfillment there to empower a person with the skills, it gives me joy.